Oh, we're live. What's up, y'all? It is June 17th, 8:30, and I'm on the West Coast, fam. I'm in San Francisco. I'm in San Francisco. And no. What, for real? No one's in here? Are we live? I'm at the National Shrine of St. Francis of Assisi. Public, man. 2 people. Oh, what's up, Odd? What's cracking? There we go. Help me out. What does WSG mean? Wait, I got to be able to figure that one out. Oh, I have no idea. No cap, bro. No cap. No cap at all. Guys, Paulina, hey, I'm on the West Coast. Odd, I'm in California right now. Here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. What does that look like, y'all? That's San Fran. We West Coasting tonight. West Coast. Yeah. Yes, this is really live. I know. I didn't, no one was in here. Left Coast, West Coast. I'm in San Francisco. I'm at the National Shrine of St. Francis of Assisi. Staying here for free because my brother-in-law is discerning to be a Capuchin friar. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's because I'm in California. 11 p.m. over there. That's, you're supposed to be in bed, Grandpa. Yeah. I almost had to because someone parked right in front of our garage here. Dude, the traffic here and the people on the streets downtown, what the heck? What the heck? The weather is amazing. I think the high got to like 70 degrees and yeah, it's no humidity, sea breeze, all that stuff. Oh, just beautiful. Just beautiful here. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully Sips with Sarah could come in here and he can clarify some things. I think we're gonna meet hopefully next week because I'm going down to San Diego in two days. I don't know, man. I think I'm a West Coast dude. The East Coast, there's some good stuff, but I don't think, dude, the aesthetics and the beauty of the West Coast and California and oh my, there's just nothing better. Yeah. Oh yeah. What'd you guys do? Did you guys do tats or what? He's a legitimate seeker. What are YouTube overlords? You guys know? The 80s. I love the 80s and the early 90s. California's amazing. Are we gonna get any like new people in here? Not that I love y'all, but Service Domini. I'm in the Central Valley, brother. What are you doing down here? Visiting family. My wife's family. So the master of ceremonies, the secretary to the Archbishop Corleone out here. Yep, we know him. We're gonna be chilling with him for a couple of days. He's the man. All right. What did you think of Joe Heschmeyer's latest argument on God's love? I've put up the argument to Roe Calvinist. Doesn't seem like he can refute it. I have not seen it. I've been busy like driving and doing all this stuff. I'll tell you this though. God is immutable. God is pure act. Anything he creates, it's impossible not to love. The devil, the demons, the angels, us. Yeah, there's no partiality with God. And, loving some and not others. That's just not in God's nature. It's just ontologically no bueno. What's up, Haley? Oh, not much. Just, in San Francisco, kicking it. Tell Sips with Sarah. I've been messaging him. Tell him to message me back. Well, this is just, well, if you're going to go watch Elijah, just send me a super chat and then just go watch him. Whittier? I don't know what Whittier is. I don't know. The Capuchin Monkeys were named after the friars because the hoods. Wait, what are the Capuchin Monkeys? Is that a band? Haley, you don't talk like this. What is this, Haley? Is this really Haley? Is someone on Haley's account? Will do, bud? Do you really talk? Elijah Yassi is based. Dude, you do not talk like this. Who is this? What is going on? I don't think that's Haley. Yeah. Oh, they're actual monkeys. Right on. I know, but I'm in here. I'm down in San Diego before he goes. Is that a band, bro? No cap. Did you see my X post with Tim Pool on it? I purposely omitted that other Tim. I did not, my friend. Dr. Taylor Marshall, thank you for joining. Yeah, there were some ICE protests out here. I haven't seen anything. There's a lot of FUCK ICE spray painted everywhere. But, whatever. Hey, it helps you sleep better at night. Yes, I used to work at St. Croix Catholic just for a little bit. But my wife worked there teaching for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. So Father Eisen, who's now Bishop Eisen, was technically our boss, and it's run by the Dominican Sisters of Nashville. I don't really like the Midwest, not going to lie. I'm from the Midwest. I live in the Midwest, and I would say like northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. But other than that, is there anything good that comes out of the Midwest? What are you doing writing poems, man? Like devotional poems? That's cool, but ChatGPT. Guys, you know what's crazy? Okay, I'm old, I'm a boomer. I don't know much. In San Francisco, there are self-driving automobiles called Waymos, right? I'm not kidding. They're electric taxi cabs that pick up people, and there's no one driving them. It's crazy. Never seen anything like it. Dude, I feel like I'm in Back to the Future or something. Elijah, hi. I'm a Christian discovering the Catholic faith. Please bear with me since I was brought up in an evangelical church. I want to ask about the importance of sacraments and the belief on salvation. That is a very broad question. So when it comes to the sacraments, okay, think about it this way. When Christ was on earth, during his public ministry and his work of redemption, he was the sacrament, right? So when he would heal, when he would forgive sins, et cetera, he didn't really baptize. He didn't really administer confession. He just was confession. He just was, baptism or whatever you want to call it. Well, when he ascended, he wanted to leave us, the church, with the means of what Christ did on earth, like a continuation of it, like a perpetuation of, his redemptive work and the application of sanctifying grace. So he instituted 7 sacraments. And those sacraments really are they're continued in the church to perpetuate the incarnation really in the church. So we meet Christ in the sacraments, namely the Eucharist. So think about it this way. They're like conduits of the redemption. They get the grace, the redemption that Christ won for us and in his death, resurrection, and ascension gets applied to us subjectively in the sacraments. But The sacraments are only good insofar as our dispositions. So hopefully that wasn't too much. The belief on salvation, well, I could just tell you straight up, it's very easy in Catholicism. Die physically die with the love of God on your heart. Die in a state of grace. That's it. Don't need to oversimplify anything when it comes to soteriology and Catholicism. Physically die in a state of grace. Die with the love of God on your heart, and hey, we're good. Good questions, though, Elijah. I love it. Let me know if you have others or any other specific questions. Yeah, and then I can... What up, Clinton? What's cracking? How are the Philippines? My wife wants us to go there, but we'll see. So definition of grace, really, it's the life of God. It's a participation in the life of God. And it's really unmerited in the strict sense. So God's favor, he loves us first. He gives us his life in created grace, so we get to participate in the divine nature, namely, i.e., through the sacraments. And the grace, right, there's prevenient grace that goes before us, right, to kind of move our wills and dispose us to cooperate with God in giving us his grace and the continuation of grace. But yeah, like sanctifying grace or habitual grace, it's really a state of life. So actual graces, they're like prompts, they're promptings, right? And sufficient grace, everyone gets sufficient grace and actual graces. Everybody in this whole earth, Muslim, Hindu, atheist, whatever, everyone gets actual graces and sufficient graces. But the question is whether or not they cooperate with those actual graces to make them efficacious to the soul subjectively. And in the Catholic Church, you know, we have the fullness of truth. We have the fullness of the sacramental life. So it's easier, much easier for us to receive grace, grow in grace, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Dude, who is on? Did I say habitual? Habitual? What, habitual? Potato. No, I'm not from New Jersey. I'm from Minnesota, yo. But I'm in San Francisco, the rice-a-roni treat. Some person donate $2K. I would love it. Yes, please help me out, guys. Grace is based on good works. Where did you... Okay, here's my question. You know what? I shouldn't even respond to that. Where do you even get that? Tell me anywhere in tradition, magisterial teaching, the scriptures, anywhere. Where does any Christian get that from besides Pelagius and his followers? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Haley, this is not you. This is not you. Yes, can you tell your boy? Yes, hi, Mr. Lepanto. I am in San Francisco. I will be in San Marcos on Friday. I think Sips with Sarah, gosh, tell your boy to come in here and chat with me. But I asked Sips with Sarah, I'm like, hey, this Friday I'll be in San Marcos, but it won't be till like late afternoon. I don't think that'll work. So I asked him if next week could work. Hopefully next week could work. I'm in San Marcos all week next week. From what I just said, yeah, okay, man. Okay, you know what's hilarious about the California gas prices? So we're driving from Wichita all the way to San Francisco. We're getting gas, I don't know, 3 times. As soon as you cross that border, man, and get gas, it is just, there goes my savings. There goes my 401k. Like, bro, like it's called the excise tax, right? So gas is inelastic, meaning that it could be $15 a gallon and people would buy it because they need it. And so they know they can get away with taxing the crap out of it. And then all that revenue, right? Dude, yeah, yes, I am in Pride Central. A lot of pride flags around here, my friends. And hey, if someone's a homosexual, who am I to judge? But the whole ideology and agenda behind it and flaunting it everywhere, that I have a little problem with that. Well, I do have a problem with that. But yeah, I saw two guys making out pretty much. Again, not judging. I'm not judging, but it's kind of weird. And people are smoking blunts on the streets here. That was cool. I think I got a little what do you call it? Secondhand high. Little second. Yeah, no, he told me that. And that's fine. That's totally cool. So I am like all of next week, Mr. Lepanto, my man. I know you're Sips's boy. I am totally free every day of the week next week, sunrise till the evening. So let's work something out, man. Let's dive right into it, as Cleave to Antiquity would say. Oh gosh, well, perfect time. Well, wait, no, I'm leaving July 1st, so that's fine. Caffeine at 10 p.m. It's only 8:48 here, but what's now that's a question. What's your favorite heresy? Oh gosh. Oh, that's a great question. Son of a biscuit. To be honest, monothelitism. I can see where people would struggle with that, where they would think Jesus has one will. No, I don't agree with it. And I know I can go to places in scripture alone that would at least allude to the two wills of Christ. But being that he's one divine person, it's not unfathomable to think, like, oh, Christ only has one will. That's why it was a heresy. So, yeah, I'll go with that one. I don't know. Gas is brutal here. Bro, get out of Cali, man. Haley, is this really you? It just doesn't sound like you. I would judge. Dude, this is not. Who is this? Is this someone else's burner account? Did you see poop on the street? Not yet. I just downloaded the app. Give me a contact high. Yes. I was floating in the clouds in San Francisco, downtown. No one wants to debate Elijah, Yossi, William, and Elijah have been waiting for a while now. Well, I'll go on there and debate them. What do they want to debate? Papal minimalism? Yeah. Jansenism. It's just, Jansenism to me is a combination of heresies. Well, like Protestantism is too. Yeah, definitely a combination of heresies for sure. But yeah, the whole Puritan aspect of it is pretty weak. Oh gosh, is it really? I'll be in San Marcos by then. Yep. No. Yeah, of course. Like the action of it's horrendous. It's appalling. I'm just saying, like, their hearts, the culpability. I'm not gonna go up to him and be like, hey, you're gonna go to hell tomorrow. Or whatever. I'll pay him to judge. Noise. Yes, all week. Literally all week, my friend. I'm not going back till July 1st. San Marcos in the house. Hey, Mr. Lepanto, which city are y'all in? I don't know what's an hour north of San Marcos. Blaise Pascal. That's funny. Yeah. Jay Dyer. Guys, pray for Jay Dyer, and maybe we should just like let sleeping dogs lie. I think all of us engaging him might be doing more harm than good. That's just me, though. Semi-Pelagianism, yeah. So when I was discerning Catholicism and then when I converted, I got all these Protestants calling me semi-Pelagianists because of the cooperation of grace. And I'm like, do you even know what semi-Pelagianism is? Like, just ridiculous. Like, they would just make up their own terms and qualifications on these heresies to project them on us because we cooperate with our will, right? And prevenient grace and the promptings of actual grace. But with our will, we cooperate with the grace. Therefore, we're a semi-Pelagianist. But yeah, Haley, have you had a couple drinks? Be honest. There we go. The first super chat of the night. My friend Daniel Ward. Holy cow, you're in my time zone. Where are you exactly? Not like street address, okay? But are you in Cali? I love Cali. I love it. The politics need to go. The traffic maybe. And then the gas prices and the cost of living need to go. But other than that, bro, Cali's my fave. Kids are asleep, so Haley NC-17 comes out. Sorry, that probably wasn't prudent. Sorry. No way, dude. I'm not just saying this because, he's Elijah. And he knows obviously way more about this papal minimalism than I do. But if you think about it, guys, because the EO, Protestants, but mostly the Eastern Orthodox, they have this exaggerated claim that the Pope is this autocratic dictator that literally audits and oversees every scrupulous, minute detail in every single diocese across the world 24/7. I was reading Emmanuel Duranzo, and papal supremacy actually gives the bishops, across the world, their authority. Like, it actually enhances their authority, and it makes them like more autonomous than just some like autocephalous, self-governing bishop. But yeah. Hey, do you think Joe Heschmeyer was rough on Redeemed Zoomer in his rebuttal? I don't think so, because I talked to Richard, or have I? Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, he came on the stream for like 3 minutes. And we were all commending him for taking it down. And so, hey, I don't think he was. I really don't. I noticed that Joe got a little fiery, and that's been Joe lately. He's just been, turning up the heat a little bit. But he said in the end, like, hey, Redeemed Zoomer, if let's sit down, let's talk about this. I know you mean well, blah, blah, blah. Sips, my boy, Sips, dude, the one and only, my California homeboy. Yeah, baby. What's cracking? I love this West Coast time zone. I love it. I love what's going on. Yeah, man. Are we meeting up next week? When are you leaving for Ohio Riz? Skibbity toilet Riz or whatever. I'm learning the lingo. Just go easy with me. Everybody, Sips is in the house. We have a celebrity in here. We have a celebrity. Wow, bro. Anybody want my social security number? You're gonna have to pay for it. Hey, did I miss a super chat? I'm sorry. Mando, what up? Some of the best super chats are just straight cash, homie, and you don't say a word. Just, here you go, take my money. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. You're the best. Who is Room? That's Dr. Taylor Marshall. No, that's Taylor Marshall, guys. It's Taylor Marshall pretending not to be Taylor Marshall, but really is Taylor Marshall. It's like double espionage crap. Pray for Redeemed Zoomer. Yes, of course, but is there something in particular? Jared Christensen, there's a new face. Are you subscribed? What's up, chat? Oh, well, again, I'm in San Marcos this Friday, but I'm getting there late afternoon. And I know you said like evenings you're not available, so I didn't want to, impose or just, hey, yeah, I'll hang out with you and your wife. And so, yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. Skibbity toilet Riz. No cap, guys. No cap. Dude, Mando, have you been in here before? You're the best. What is San Fran Street Poop app? Oh gosh, what was it called? It was some catchy name. All right, cool, man. Hey, Sips. All right, I just call you Adrian. Let me know a day, and I will bring you. What's your favorite food, man? I want to know what your favorite food is. I want to bring you something good. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just excited to be in Cali because there are In-N-Out burgers. Is there anything better than In-N-Out burger? Do you have a Discord server? Yeah, you want to join? It gets pretty nasty. No. Oh, shoot. Do I have Discord? I'm on my old Mac here. Son of a biscuit. Where's my Discord on here? Can somebody in my Discord, Eric, are you Eric Costelli? Can you put the invite? Can you, drop it in here? Okay. Raising Cane's, you have an argument. Chick-fil-A is not better than In-N-Out. Bro, dude, get out of here. Really? You can't even eat there on Sundays. Get out of here. But Raising Cane's goes pretty dang hard. In-N-Out, I get the double cheeseburger and a shake, and oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, he's on the payroll. Hey, Eric. Eric, how many Discords you running? What are you at now? 10? It's his charism. It's his vocation. We love you, Eric. Thank you for all you do. Sips, how many people you got in your Discord? Have you broken 300? He runs all our dude. 5. Wow. Do you run Dr. Taylor Marshall's Discord? That would be sweet. 4x4 burger? I don't know. Go to Hodad's when you get to San Diego. Is that the burger joint or what is that? I think I've heard of it. Bro. Oh, dude. That's a lot of people, my friend. A lot of peeps. Dude, you're just raking in all the people, I think you're going to surpass Trent Horn in about a month. Not going to lie, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing, Got to save souls. 360. Okay, Adrian, let me just ask you this. Again, you don't have to disclose any information, okay? If it's private. Do you have frequent, problems or people kind of being imprudent or rousing people up? We've had some issues in our Discord. We only have, I think, 97 or 8 people. And yeah, we have to frequently, moderate. It's kind of like a Hot Budweiser knows what I'm talking about. Hey, no pressure. Oh yeah, dude, man, Eric, how do you keep your sanity running all these Discords and putting up with all this junior high BS drama, man? How do you do it? What is going on? Oh man, God bless your soul, man. God bless your soul. Yeah, likewise. It's kind of sad. Yeah, we gotta, show your ID. We gotta ID people. We're at a bar, It's yeah, kids, man. Ooh, I have not, but I'm sure a lot of people in here have, and they could tell you all about it. Why do Catholics emphasize Mary so much? That is something that has always rubbed me the wrong way. Abraham, are you a Christian? I think to really start off with our Blessed Mother, you need to know Old Testament typology, Old Testament prophecy. You really, really do. And in a sense, eschatology as well. Because the new Adam and the new Eve are the antitypes of Adam and Eve. And so covenantal theology really is fulfilled with Jesus being the new Adam and redeeming us, that which Adam lost for us. And our Blessed Mother, obviously, being the new Eve. If you go to John 20, or is it 21? I think, no, it's John 19. Go to John 19, right? And you have our Blessed Mother and St. John, the apostle at the foot of the cross with Christ. And Christ literally gives St. John Mary as his mother. Behold your mother. Okay, not your biological mother, obviously. Well, what kind of mother are we talking about? Your spiritual mother, right? Who birthed you spiritually at the foot of the cross. So Jesus and Mary, through their sufferings, those were birth pangs, spiritual birth pangs. Mary's was more spiritual, sorrowful heart. And then Christ was more, everything, holistic, physical, spiritual, and all that stuff. And so really the beginning of the church, yes, it's technically Pentecost, but in a sense, it's really at the foot of the cross when Jesus and Mary birthed spiritually St. John. So St. John isn't called St. John. He's called the beloved disciple because he is a personification of the entire church, or of every disciple of Christ. So all of us baptized, we're standing at the foot of the cross. And then Jesus gives us his mother, all of us. So that's our mother, spiritual mother, right? Of the new covenant in Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know. The fourth commandment says to honor your father and mother, right? And we are obligated, okay, to give her, it's called the cult of hyperdulia. We are obligated to give her the cult of hyperdulia, meaning that it's the highest veneration and honor a creature can get. So she's above all the angels and all the saints put together because of the divine maternity and because of the amount of grace, the amount of charity in her heart at the time of her physical death. So, and she's the queen of heaven. She reigns with Christ in heaven. The divine maternity, she's our blessed mother. And remember, Mary is like the mystical moon to the divine sun, S-U-N, right? I.e. Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ is the light itself. Mary's not the light. Jesus Christ is God himself. Mary's not God. But that light of Christ is reflected by that moon to us. So we receive everything from Christ through Mary. We go to Christ through Mary. Okay? To not love, honor, and venerate Mary is to dishonor Christ. 110%. I hope that kind of helps. I don't know. I kind of rambled a little bit, but sorry for the rambling. Pachamama. Dude, what did you say about my mom? Pachamama. Yes, I want a back tattoo of Adrian's head, his face. Yep, I do. And that's all she wrote. What? Why can I get a ride to the Catholic Church? Why can't I get a ride? Or I don't know what's going on there. Guys, lay off the peyote. Amen, Eric. Me too, brother. Okay. This is so huge. The Holy Spirit called her blessed among women. And he hailed her. He didn't say hail. He didn't say, hello, Mary. He said, hail full of grace. What you got to understand is St. Gabriel, right, in that moment, has the beatific vision. He's seeing God face to face. And by nature, not in the order of grace, but by nature is higher than Mary. By nature, not by grace. And he's deigning and condescending to Mary, this creature, this, physical, fleshy woman creature. Says, hail full of grace, blessed art you among, I'm sorry, but if you're just going to dodge that and not really pick up on what's going on there. Oh, I got to turn on my light. Holy moly. Can you guys see me? Hold on just a second. But St. Gabriel has a beatific vision and he's hailing a creature. What? I don't know. In the whole Bible, when does an angel hail a creature? If I recall, I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. The only time in the scripture is someone else is hailed not a creature, but someone else is hailed, is Christ by Judas. Hail, Rabbi. I could be wrong on that, though. Hold on. Yeah. How's that? Huh? There shall be light, my friends. Corleone wants to come on. Wait. No, Wagner is definitely not in here. There's no way he's in here. There's no way. Dude, what? Stop. Haley, are you high? Like, what are you doing? This is not Haley. It's not. It's just not Haley. You talking to? Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about Gabby After Hours. You guys know Gabby After Hours? Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, for sure, dude. Okay. This is, I've heard this before. So in a lot of Protestant translations, I don't know about Catholic ones. I really couldn't tell you, but it gets translated to greetings. And then a lot of, Protestants will say, oh, he's just saying, hey, like, what up, full of grace? Dude, come on, just no. Well, like, how disrespectful. You hail a cab. Dude, a cab is an object. You don't objectify the mother of God, okay? The other Philip, I don't know what's going on here, but stay off the peyote, okay? I love you, though. Yes, exactly. Kerkatomene. Kerkatomene, a cab? Cabs are here. Wait, what show was that from? Cabs are here. Bro, this is the best stream ever. It just turned into a 24-hour live stream. Just did. Right? Like, okay, guys, just think about it. All generations. Okay. So really, it's, the perpetuation of the church through all generations, calling her that which the angel, St. Gabriel, called her, and St. Elizabeth. Do you guys realize how significant it is to be called blessed? So in the New Testament, I'm pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong, only 2 times does someone get called blessed. Peter, Matthew 16. Okay. Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah. Okay. And then Mary by St. Elizabeth. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Can anyone find me another spot in the, let's say the New Testament, where someone gets blessed or called blessed? I mean, we're talking about like very high extreme divine favor here. Like, this isn't just, oh, you're blessed. Bless you. Achu. Kerkatomene, the cabs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gabby too. He would be fun to have on the channel. Sips, let's get him on when we hang out. Let's get Gabby After Hours on, huh? Dude, stop. Dude, it's 12 a.m. where Christian is. There's no way. There's just no way. Well, if it really is Christian Wagner, I will put the thing in the thing. The link in the shut up. Yeah, exactly. What up? Yeah, no, not happening. Dude, you're equivocating on the etymology, man. Go to the Greek, okay? We're not just saying what up to an object, okay? Archbishop Corleone is right next to me, guys. Not gonna lie. What'd I miss? Amen. Oh my gosh. Dude, Adrian, I love it. Are you like, I mean, I know you're Catholic, but are you Marian, like true devotion, like really strong, like you love your mama and would die for her? That's what I'm getting, and I love it. I want some more. Also, why even have saintly intercession since Jesus is oh gosh, is this for real? Why not God directly to God? Wait, what? Why not God directly to God for all your prayers and requests. God alone is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. Oh gosh, if this were the case, why do we have babies? Why do we procreate? Why do we engage in the conjugal marital act? Right? God could just create us like Adam and Eve. I don't know if you believe in the Thomistic evolution, but God could, he could just be making people out of dirt till the end of time. Oh, but he wants us to participate in his paternity freely with love. Why? Why would he do that? Because we're made in his image and likeness, right? It's about participating in the divine nature. Like, you're dichotomizing the church from God. It's ridiculous. Stop. That's honestly, it wasn't really the Protestant Reformation. No offense. It was really a divorce, the head from the body, even though the body and the head are still together. But Protestantism, that's what they do. They divorce the head from the body. Why go through the church? Why sacraments? Why intercession? Why this? Why that? Why just go to God? Okay, then why the church? Why do we have the church? What's the point of it? Oh, sorry. Ooh, what about the Beatitudes? What's your favorite Beatitude? Mine is the clean of heart will see God, because that's what we're all working for. Guys, really 2 super chats? Is it like not payday yet? That's okay. Okay, who all wants to come up here? I would say first goes to Sips, but we're no pressure, Sips. You don't have to come up here because we're going to collab next week. But if you want to, come on up. It's up to you, though. Holy cow, what did I all miss? Why have pastors or the Bible? What's this? What's going on here? Do you ever struggle with the fact that many things that are sins are not spoken on today, such as certain dating rules? I've discovered so many things to be sins that I would never have thought. Oh gosh, Corleone, are you still in here, dude? Should we talk about, and don't get scandalized. Should we talk about sodomitic acts? Oh God, Michael, dude, I might have to bring Michael up here because he's like the quasi specialist with this, dude. This is all I'm going to say. So I'm not going to get theological on you. Okay. That's Corleone's thing. That's Corleone. But I will tell you this, right? Because when I was dating, before I was married, I was a Catholic, struggled with chastity, really struggled with chastity. And I'll tell you why. Now, I know everyone's different, so this might not pertain to you. Okay. But I'll tell you this. I'm not scrupulous to say like, oh, don't hold hands, okay? But I will say this, don't kiss. Don't kiss on the lips. Don't put yourself in the situations and the occasions for the proclivity to sin. Kissing, in a sense, kissing on the lips, making out, tonguing, Frenching, whatever, in a sense is more intimate than the conjugal act itself. In a sense. That's why prostitutes don't kiss on the lips. So I would just say, don't kiss. That's my oversimplified advice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no problem, man. Go to bed. Yeah. Yeah. Next week. I just wanted to offer up the, yeah. You're good. Thanks, though. Please don't. I'm watching with Vegano on my couch and I don't want it to get awkward. Bro, who is this? I love this cat. I mean, dude, I had a former life. Let's just say that. But I know I've never been with an escort in that sense. No. Yeah, I was Lutheran. Yeah, and first and foremost, the scriptures, i.e. the Bible, is a liturgical book before anything else. And you could say it's liturgical prayer, liturgical worship, right? But it is a liturgical book before anything else. Absolutely. What'd I miss? Hey, chill out. Oh, did I get another? How am I missing super chats? Oh, because they just came up. Good night, Eric. Oh, where are you, Eric? I forget. Aren't you in Canada or something? Good night, man. All right. Off topic, but oh gosh. Jay Dyer blocked me twice. Okay. I love Jay Dyer. I really do. Off topic, but excuse me. I'll get Michael up here. Just chill out. Off topic, but I just saw Jay Dyer accidentally denounced his own patriarch by the same ecumenical attack he showed Catholics. All I'm going to say is pray for Jay Dyer. Okay. I mean, it's interesting because it's like, I don't even know if he's Eastern Orthodox. I don't know what he believes or what he doesn't believe, to be honest. And I don't mean to be patronizing. It's just really weird. I've interacted with him a few times. I was going to go on his X space and debate him. And I'm like, oh yeah, he blocked me. I sat on his X space for an hour to debate him. And I'm just like, oh yeah, he blocked me. I don't know, guys. Just pray for him. Seriously, I mean that in a non-patronizing way. Pray for him. I honestly think he is suffering or struggling with something mental. I don't know. I don't mean to speculate, but yeah. Do you know any nationwide rosary Zooms? I do not, but I think that's beautiful. That's just so awesome. You know, because a lot of people, guys, they're isolated. They're, for whatever reason, they can't get out in the community. You know, they don't have a lot of friends, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, my wife and them are going to the cathedral tomorrow. And I'm actually collaborating with Iron Inquisitor and Redeemed Zoomer during that time, so I can't go. We went to St. Patrick's today for Mass. Pretty sweet deal, Terry. Oh yeah, we have a morning rosary every morning on our Discord. So anyone who wants to drop or join the rosary group or whatever, please, yeah. Good night, Sips. Don't let the bed bugs bite, man. Remember, let me know about a day next week, okay? I come to you, I bring food. What do you want? Sushi, Mexican? In and out? You got it, man. It's all gravy. Nice. You know, so this Discord thing, I'm like, dude, what? It's kind of a hot mess, just inordinate debating, but we have this group of people that do a rosary every morning. Like, I want to say at least 6 to 8 to 9 people every morning pray the rosary. I can't get enough. I just can't get enough. So good. And they pray it in Latin, which is beautiful, because I will say that the Hail Mary prayer, the first half, Hail Mary, full of grace, is undeniably more beautiful phonetically in Latin than English or whatever language. Absolutely. Someone drop the link for the Discord. Anyone, please? All right. Just found out my friend's sister has been missing for what? Oh, gosh. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Everyone pray for. Do you have a first name? If that's too personal. Sorry to hear that. Oh, man. Bro, I can imagine, a friend or close family member going missing. Oh, gosh. Have you ever heard of Jacob Wetterling? He was, I think he was like 9 or 10, and he went missing in Minnesota for 30 years. And his parents every day had to suffer for 30 years. And then they finally got closure. The guy that killed him and buried him confessed like 30 years later. Oh my gosh, just holy cow. Priscilla? Yeah, let's all pray for Priscilla, guys. Absolutely. Can you be more specific? That's not okay. So I am the biggest advocate of the rosary. I would spill my blood for it, in a sense. And, I wear the scapular, the miraculous medal, all that stuff. But technically, you are not obliged to pray it. You're just not. It's not liturgical. It's a private devotional prayer. You do have to be devoted to our Blessed Mother. You need to have a private devotion, but it doesn't have to be the rosary. Just find your spirituality, How how can you be in grave sin unknowingly if you aren't consciously committing it, knowing it's a grave sin? Well, it went again when we say there's a distinction between. There can be a distinction between grave sin and if it's personally mortal to your soul. Because when you say unknowingly, well, like let's just say you're a teenager and you're gooning, right? And you honestly didn't know that it was grave matter. Well, you're not going to be culpable for the magnitude of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, consciously committing it, knowing it's a grave sin. Well, then it wouldn't be unknowingly. I'm really confused, Washed and Sanctified. Maybe you can clarify that for me. Hey, Eddie, thanks for coming on. Belgium. Did you guys, my favorite beer was Shiver Me Timbers. Why did it just escape me? I'm pretty sure it's from Belgium on tap. What is that called? I want to say the beer is Nostra Aetate, but it's not. What is the beer called? Stella Artois just came to me. Stella Artois. Is that Belgium? If it is, that's my favorite beer on tap. Yes. Fine, I'll drop the link. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Hey, Michael, since you gave $30 flipping dollars to Ben, Cleave to Antiquity, and you've only given me, I don't know, $5-10, bro, you need to spread the wealth a little to come up on the stage. Like what, dude? For real, man. You need to support not Heineken. Heineken, I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Stella Artois. It's got to be on tap. And I know that sounds kind of weird. It's probably a placebo effect. It's got to be in a Stella Artois mug or a glass. Wait, hey, Sede, I thank you for the super chat. You super chatted me once before, and then can you take those back? I thought you took it back. I don't mean to speculate, but I thought you super chatted me one of the other streams, and then nope. You know, Guinness. I like Guinness. I could only have one though. My brother-in-law, 6 Guinnesses. Like what, dude? It's like a meal almost. You know, there's what, calcium. There's some nutrients, yeah, in Guinness. Michael is your friend, so super chats are at a discount. Okay, so objectively, so when you think of grave matter or grave sin, I mean, you can qualify it and say grave sin is a mortal sin. Mortal sin is grave sin. I get that. The moralists teach that and all that jazz. But a grave sin it really is the matter is grave, but you're missing an element of culpability in the fullness of the knowledge and the deliberate consent. You know what I'm saying? So let me give you an example. I put a gun to your head and I say, go rob that bank. And you do it. You rob it of $100 grand. You had full knowledge. You know, robbing a bank is grave matter. And it was grave matter, but you didn't have deliberate consent. You were coerced into it. So it would technically be a grave sin, but your personal culpability would be diminished or at least mitigated, if that makes sense. Yeah, bro, how to be Christian? It is, I think you're in Philly. I don't mean to dox you, I'm sorry, but 12:26 a.m. How to be Christian? You can't sleep or what, man? And by the way, I'm in San Francisco, Ferris. So that's why, I haven't, done that thing. You know what I mean? I'm being vague, but yeah. Be kind, rewind. Dude, this is going out on VHS. Yep. We got a celebrity in the house, Ferris. How to be Christian. If you want to ask him a question, super chat me and we'll ask Ferris. What's your opinion on the progressive use of AI? I know the Vatican has a document on it. Inherently, if it's used prudently, and for the common good, and while upholding the dignity of the human person. Yeah, it's but I think it could be abused just like any other technology, and then it should be relegated to prevent and to deter very possible abuses that would hurt the common good. And yeah, Bueller, the celebrity pool, yeah, the after party, the Diddy white part, guys. Pray for Diddy. Pray for Diddy. I don't know what a pride mass is. I mean, okay, so you're at a holy mass, and they have some element or manifestation of a pride flag. Not good. You want to know why? So obviously, you guys probably saw on X, Twitter, whatever, the clip of that parish, and it had a screen projected was a pride flag with the cross embedded into the pride flag. Oh gosh, I don't know what they're trying to do. Do you guys know where that mass was? You can't subscribe to like secular ideology that dehumanizes and undermines the dignity, especially of the family and the conjugal act. I used to pray the morning and evening prayer. I prayed it for like 2 years, and I don't pray it anymore. But yeah. Well, why don't you guys tell us what his video was about? I'm guessing he's saying something to the effect that God loves everything he created. Calvinism states that God only loves a select few to the detriment of hating others. Well, God can't do that. It's ontologically impossible. God cannot create and hate that which he has created. It's impossible. Absolutely. So, like I was saying before, God loves the devil and the demons. The difference is they don't feel or experience the effects of his love because they turn their backs on God for all eternity. But God can't love 1 minute and then love or not love the next. That would mean he's mutable, changeable. Then it's not God. I don't know. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully it helps. I think Joe Heschmeyer should debate how to be Christian on if Wrinkles is purebred or a mutt. Eddie, a few weeks ago, I had a conversation with a friend who is an evangelical, and we were discussing the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist, and he kept saying, no, it's symbolic, it's symbolic. Well, here's the thing. Technically, it's a symbol. It symbolizes something, but here's the distinction. It's not merely or just a symbol. It really, truly, substantially is Christ's body, blood, soul, and divinity. But the symbol of the sacrifice of the Mass, right? That is symbolizing and representing and memorializing Christ's death. That's why we have the double consecration, the separation of the body and the blood, bread and the wine, the species. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to convince. Remember, we're not here to convince. We're here to inform and then to pray that information works. I don't know who that was. Was that really Haley? I've never observed her talking like that. But hey, it's cool. I think she took off. She went on someone else's live stream. Swoosh, where have you been, dude? Where have you been? I think you left for some other channel or two. For real. Like, man, what is up with this, man? Used to be like one of my biggest supporters when I first started doing this. And then just, boop, bye. But it's all good. It's good to see you. Wait, what? How far can you drive your car with 10 symbolic gallons of gasoline? He waited a minute or two and then he said, wow, now I get it. Are you serious? That worked? Hey, I'm not going to judge. Good for you, man. You are like St. Francis Xavier converting 60,000 Calvinists. Guys, right here, if you want to get someone to believe in the real presence, how far can you drive your car? I'm not laughing. It's just, how far can you drive your car 10 symbolic gallons of gasoline? Yeah, planting the seeds, just like St. Paul and Apollos. Big old W. George W. No cap, bro. No cap. Guys, FR. For real, okay? For real. Where's everybody going? It's getting kind of... Oh, dude. Boss. Are you still here? Please tell me you're still here. Bro, please. How do you think billions will convert? Boss, tell me if you're still here. Yes, okay. So I am in, not right now, I'm in San Francisco, but I live in the Diocese of Wichita, Kansas. Huge Scientology. I was going to say diocese, but area or whatever, even though their headquarters are in Florida and they have a big building in LA or whatever. But I'm like, so a lot of these people, they're making these videos where they're going to all these different, Catholic visits 20 Protestant denominations. Catholic goes and interviews a Jewish rabbi, blah, 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 blah. I'm seriously thinking about going, I'm not kidding. I'm thinking about going to a Scientologist, whatever you call it, meeting and maybe doing a video on it. And then I actually watched some documentaries on Scientology on YouTube. Dude, bro, what in the heck? You guys, L. Ron Hubbard, the science fiction writer that founded Scientology, and just how he, I don't know. I think he just he was so into his science fiction that he manipulated himself and just was on like some other reality. And then just decided, well, let's make a couple $1 million deluding people and building a cult. It's crazy, man. But yeah, Tom Cruise is definitely a Scientologist. And he claims that all of his success goes to his Scientology. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. I really am. Because it's kind of, I don't know. It's intriguing. Like, would you say it's a religion? Would you say it's a way of life? What is Scientology? It's basically what it is it's a rejection of psychology and psychiatry and any type of like therapeutic help. But that's exactly, and then Scientology replaces that when you have these people like assessing your inner, what were they called? Thetans or something? Oh gosh, it's crazy. It's something else. Which one? Infiltration? Dude, I love it. Yeah, it's cultish, man. I mean, it is. It's a cult. There's no way around it. It's sad. For real? There's a Scientology museum? Is it good? Is it interesting? Is it the one holy Catholic and Scientologist church? Bro, so true. I think they do. But I mean, seriously though, it's money driven. Literally, it's money driven with one CEO at the top. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. People are naive, for whatever reasons. Their intellect is darkened. I have another one about our Blessed Mother. I showed him. He didn't realize. Okay, so is he? Can you tell me, Eddie, a little bit more? Like, is he coming to you and asking these questions, and he's curious, or what are the dynamics in the context of your guys' situation? Oh wait, I missed something. I'm so sorry. Hold on. 1 second. I was going to answer this. Okay. Can you explain the Catholic view of the Eucharist in light of the Leviticus 17:10 verse 14 verse? It doesn't make sense in light of prohibition of drinking my blood. Okay, so you got to understand something about reading Leviticus, or even, I mean, in a sense, anything in the Old Testament, all the old covenants, right? This would fall under the ceremonial law of not to drink blood, because blood has the life in it. So like animals, don't eat a steak. Don't eat a medium rare steak, because it has the life of the spirit of the animal. Like the soul, right, of the animal, because that's where the life or the soul of the animal is. But the thing about Christ is he obviously fulfills the Levitical law, transfigures it, widens it, expands it. And it's really, with Christ, the Lamb of God. Really, he's not a lamb, obviously, but that sacrificial undertone. The Lamb of God, right? Shedding his blood. See, his life is in the blood, right? Right. And so that sacrificial nature of the Old Testament sacrifices, where you kill the victim. That's the first. We're talking about the bloody sacrifice, not like the unbloody sacrifices. You kill the victim, and Christ was the victim. You kill the victim. That's the bloody part, right? But then you apply the merits of that bloody sacrifice by what? Sprinkling the blood on the altar. Remember Moses? He was commissioned to sprinkle the blood on the altar. Well, why can't we just kill the animal and be done with it? Because you're applying the fruits of the sacrifice. So Christ is the true lamb par excellence, right? The true Lamb of God, who sheds his blood and gives it up for us. And and part of the sacrifice is consuming the victim too. You know what I mean? Well, Christ's blood, right? Again, that's where the life is. So he's giving us his life. You know what I'm saying? And so in the Eucharist, the body and the blood are, under the species of the bread and the wine. The blood exists by concomitance in the host. So when you receive the host, you are actually receiving Christ's body, and then by concomitance, blood, soul, and divinity. But yeah, don't let Leviticus, that's like a Protestant thing, that they pull something out of the Levitical law of Moses to try to undermine that which Christ instituted and established in the new covenant of his blood. And there's really not that much correlation or even continuity there. You know what I mean? But he's Lord of the Sabbath, right, guys? What's the new homepage? What did I miss? Let's see. We are old friends. We grew up together, and we talk about God and Jesus from our youth on. But he chooses to go to. No, what I was meaning is, is this like a mutual conversation? Do you ask him questions? Does he ask you questions? How does it get brought up? I just want to make sure you're not, proselytizing the guy. Again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but well, really? Grand Theft Auto 5? I don't know what's going on there, but that's funny. Essentially, I think so. Yeah, because there are different levels. They're like different tiers, right? And it's funny because you have to give money every, month or something to maintain your status. Oh, gosh. It's just. Actual blood. So you can say actual. Absolutely. But just be careful. I do notice some Catholics, again, and I know a lot of people, they mean well, but when we say we drink the literal blood, no, we literally drink the true, real, and substantial blood. You have to make that distinction, because we are not drinking red liquid. I mean, yeah, the accidents of the wine, but we're not drinking the accidents of the blood. So, the red, the hemoglobins, or I don't know, the substance is what we're consuming. So when you go to a Protestant and you're like, yeah, we eat and drink the literal body and blood, they're going to be like, you're nuts, man. So I remember Leighton Flowers and How to Be Christian would go back and forth on this. Like, oh, so you're taking a chunk out of his arm and eating it. It's a sacramental presence of substance. Yes. So if you don't believe me, go to the Catechism, go to Lateran 4, go to Council of Trent, and read them. They never say literal. They don't say actual, but I do think you can say actual. I've philosophized about it. Yeah, just use the language that the church uses, which is true, real, substantial. We never say we believe in the literal presence in the sacrament, because it's not, because Christ is literally in heaven at the right hand of the Father. Literally. Sacramental presence is on earth. What? Who's Andrew Tate? I hear this name all the time. Does anyone want to come up? I'll drop the link, but don't feel pressured. I don't know. Gosh, my Discord's blowing up. People joining or what? Holy mackerel. What's for bedtime snack? Oh my gosh, Jay Dyer will not give up, dude. Jay Dyer was live. What else, guys? Right, my friend. What else? What else is going on? Any you guys are kind of mum. What can I help you with? What can we talk about? What can we do? You guys do these? Do you guys eat Quest bars ever? Sure, yeah, but here's the thing. I remember when Jay Dyer and Christian Wagner got into it on Christian's channel, and then Christian just booted him. I don't know if it was like a few days later, Jay came back on and like everybody apologized and they were all having this bromance chill stream, Christian's drinking a beer and everyone's all good. So I know that Jay has that heart of gold in there. I do. I've seen it. I've seen him be very charitable, and he's a good dude. There's no, if he were to come up here, I'd be like, I'm not going to talk anything religion related. No, because I know how that's going to end. I know how that's going to go, and it's just going to make people angry. And so, no, I just talk to him about something that he's into or I'm into, and we just chill. Just have a chill stream. Why does he want to come on? Is he around? I know, right? Dr. Taylor Marshall, Sips with Sarah. Who else was in here? I don't know. That's a really good point, Anne. I think a lot of people miss that, or Catholics, Protestants, whatever. They to really understand the high priesthood of Jesus Christ, you need to understand Melchizedek and the bread and the wine offering. Because Melchizedek was not a Levite. He wasn't a Levitical priest. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's a really good point, Anne. I wish I would have said it. You take the cake for today. Yeah, I've heard it too. I don't know what Chivalry 2 is. Absolutely, that's a great book. I've read it. I've also read Is it called Mary and the Jewish Roots? Or no, Jesus and the Jewish Roots of Mary or something? That one's really good. Yeah, Book of Hebrews. It is a challenging book, though. So you're really gonna, I think, but it's and really Leviticus and Hebrews are kind of go hand in hand. Like, yeah, but yeah, it's a good book. Oh yeah, can you tell them I send my hosannas and don't let the bed bugs bite? And we hope to welcome you back into full communion with the church. Terry, what are you doing up, man? I guess it's only 11:47 where you're at. Can't sleep? So with this one, you have to understand Aristotelian metaphysics of accidents and substances. So I'll try to make it very, very simple. I'm not an expert on this. Christian Wagner would be the guy to go to. But when you think of what something is, the substance of it, like substance in Latin is substantia, which means to stand under, like under something. So the essence or the nature, the substance of something stands under the physical, sensible characteristics or accidents. So for instance, if I were to ask you, what is a tree? You would probably say, well, a tree is, you'd give me the four causes. Okay, it's made of this. Its purpose does this. Okay, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, well, that doesn't really tell me what the essence is. The essence is always invisible. Kind of like the soul to the body, sort of. The soul is the form of the body. So when the priest consecrates the bread and the wine and the bread, the accidents of bread, so the color, it's white. The shape, it's round. The nutritional caloric elements, all of those things stay. So everything you can sense, the accidents, the physical characteristics, they stay miraculously. The essence, the invisible nature of what the thing is, changes substantially, or transubstantiation. It changes the substance. So it really, truly, instead, substantially is the body of Christ under the appearance of bread. So you'll sense and taste bread, even though the invisible substance elements is transubstantiated into Christ's body and blood, for that matter. Hope that makes sense. Again, I know there are other people that are more qualified, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go here pretty soon, but we'll maybe take a few other questions. No, what do you mean by there's no such thing as new revelation? That's just, again, I'm not saying that's your vocabulary, but I'd get that out of the vocabulary if you're talking about, what has been divinely revealed and deposited. You know what I mean? Because that ceased with the death of the last apostle. So what the magisterium does is it defines, it articulates, it promulgates that which has already been revealed, and it can develop. You know what I mean? Our understanding of it, like the penetration of the truth within that which has been publicly revealed. You know what I'm saying? So Vatican I would be a good example. So papal supremacy and infallibility did not come, or like we didn't receive it at Vatican I. We've always had it. But, with the modernists, the sophists around that time, challenging the ecclesiastical structure of the church and the supremacy and primacy of the Pope and his infallibility, it's against that challenge and those heresies that it was articulated, defined, and promulgated. Could you please get us the water bottles from the van before you come up back? Is that okay? Okay. Well, I think again, I'm not trying to be mean, but you're kind of begging the question when you say, "Why do you need Aristotle explain Jesus?" Why? No one made that. No one made that assertion. We don't need. See, when it comes to philosophy, when it comes to reason and logic, okay. Remember, it is faith. It is faith and divine revelation that illuminates reason, philosophy, and logic to better articulate, comprehend, and understand divine revelation. They're never to be pitted against each other. Obviously, supernatural revelation and the theological virtue of faith transcends anything philosophical, anything to do with logic and stuff like that. But you got to understand, like, all these things, all these sciences, they come from God. Natural reason comes from God, just like public revelation. Don't put the cart before the horse. We don't use Aristotle to come to revelation, or in a strict sense to understand it. Remember, it is faith that illuminates philosophy to help us maybe better grasp. Philosophy doesn't illuminate faith. It's the other way around. You know what I'm saying? It's the other way around. I hope that makes sense, but yep, good stuff, Alistair. I haven't, but I definitely, that is the type for the ministerial priesthood of the new covenant. You know what I mean? Aaron and his boys. Absolutely. I think if Protestants really dug into that, you got to understand, right? Why is Jesus washing their feet at the Last Supper? Oh, because he's the servant. He came to serve, not to be served. Okay. Well, why wash then? But why? I mean, you could do anything to do that. Why just washing the feet at before the Last Supper? Yeah, the institution of holy orders, for sure. I mean, you got to wonder, things in Scripture, like when I was a Protestant, washing of the feet. Yeah, Jesus is a nice guy, and he came to serve. Well, come on. I think there's a little deeper meaning here than just arbitrarily washing the feet because I want to serve and be a nice guy. Oh, bro, we're all slow, dude. Hey, I'm slow, you're slow. Let's go slow with each other. How about that? No one here is a theologian, okay? Don't ever feel like you're slow or whatever. I don't know about that one, because Aristotle predates the Council of Nicaea. I don't, you could be right, though. You could be honest. I don't think the Council of Nicaea was using Aristotelian language. I could be wrong on that, but consubstantial is definitely Aristotelian language. Substance with consubstance, yeah. But wait, what's this now? A man amongst men. How's the mission to save Samuel Shamuner going? Just pray for him. I don't know. I love the dude. I think it's hilarious. I just wish he would cut out, just drop the cussing and the ad hominems towards everyone, and he would just be like the most amazing apologist on this planet. Just pray for him. That's so fun. It's so good and funny. Yeah, like I came to serve, not to be served. Let me fluff your pillows before the last supper and then tuck you into bed after. Oh gosh, that's funny, dude. Oh yes, you're right. You're right. So Aristotle's, yes, you're absolutely right. They resurfaced around with the Arab Muslims around right before St. Thomas Aquinas, I believe, and St. Thomas Aquinas like used it kind of against them in a sense. But yeah, yeah. Oh no, we all love Sam. I'd love to have Sam on here. Just be like, bro, we can be funny. We can laugh and talk the biblical hermeneutics. Let's just not call people names and let's not cuss. I'm not trying to sound like a softy, prudish punk, but come on. Bro, echoes of tradition. I'm done with your Kahoot. So please change your password. I don't want you to feel obligated that like I had that or something, but thank you so much for that. Plato knew of the Pentateuch. Aristotle was taught by Plato. I wouldn't be surprised if yeah, Plato for sure. I don't know. I'm just like agreeing with you because Plato was very he was into the transcendent more, I would say, or like the natural belief in God than Aristotle was. I saw a post by Sam where he gets progressively more aggressive against Jadar towards the end gate. Yeah, I mean, but here's here's the thing, guys. We're trying to save souls. Again, I'm not trying to sound soft. I'm not. There are worse things Sam or other people could say and do. I get it. Okay. Whatever. It's in a sense, it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, it's like we're trying to save souls, and people are going to see that, and they're going to be like, "What? This guy's a Christian? What? Okay, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't know. Oh yeah, he would know. If you're going to trust someone, he would know. All right. Have fun at work. I'm going to actually have to go here pretty soon. What else? Oh, right on. All right. Well, I'm just trying to learn more about Catholicism. What would you say was the biggest reason you became Catholic? I'm a Protestant, and I don't feel the need to change the denomination. Let me answer the last part. Well, you didn't really ask anything, but just be true to your conscience. Have fidelity to your conscience. Seriously. If I were to say Catholicism is true and you should convert to it, obviously I could be lying to you. I could. And that's not good. So listen to your conscience and just be open. What would you say was the biggest reason you became Catholic? I wouldn't say it's the biggest reason, but listening to my conscience was a big reason. Because here's the thing, my whole life, especially when it came to my faith, my whole life, I was told what to believe, how to believe it. And like when it came to the scriptures, I was told what that verse meant and what this verse meant. You know what I mean? And again, I know there's that presupposition and indoctrination, or at least elements of it in every faith and every, to some extent. But it wasn't until, and I know this sounds very like little esoteric. Oh, I discovered this because I didn't listen to anyone. Ooh, I had the key. No, I don't mean it like that. But when I did start reading and listening to the Gospels without someone telling me what they meant, I realized that they were diametrically opposed to what I've been conditioned to believe what the Gospels were saying. I'm like, well, dude, this does not line up well with my confessions of my church. This is so obviously it didn't happen overnight, but I just kept my heart and my mind open. And I started thinking I used critical thinking skills, meaning like, yeah, you don't let others just decide everything for you. Now, there is an element of docility eventually and like obedience. You can't just like, well, I know everything myself. I don't need literally anyone, you're going to have to come to some point where you kind of, okay, if you want to become Catholic, you're going to have to give your assent to the bishop. It's just the way it is. But yeah, so I got so interested. I had all these graces and prompts with Catholicism. So I just went all in, because everything that I would research in Catholicism, my Lutheran pastor would say things that were not what the Catholic Church said. So for instance, like, the sacrifice of the Mass, right? It's an unbloody memorialization of Christ's sacrifice on Calvary. And then my pastor would be like, they're re-sacrificing Christ in a bloody manner. It's just like, but that's not what the Catholic Church says. So why are you saying that? You know what I mean? Like, he says that, but the Catholic Church itself doesn't say that at all. That started like a whole road of independent autonomous research, and I couldn't not convert to Catholicism. It'd be a grave immoral sin against my conscience and my reality. But really, why I want to be Catholic is because I want to get as close as possible to the person of Jesus Christ. That's why. So like, you're a Protestant. Yeah. I bet you have a good relationship with Christ, and you do receive graces and have elements of truth and sanctification. I want all of Christ. And I think that's found in the Catholic Church. You have the entire, or at least the fullness of revolution. You have the fullness of truth, the fullness of revelation, the fullness of sanctification. You have everything. And that's the best way to get the most intimate relationship with Christ, Catholicism. Can you have a good relationship in Eastern Orthodoxy? Yeah. Protestantism? Yeah. And even in a sense, very limited, other faiths. But if you want the real McCoy in all of him, if you want all of Jesus Christ, that's Catholicism. Sorry, I wasn't trying to what'd I miss? Let me know if you ever touched down in Santa Ana. I got an Airbnb there. Bro, really? Where's Santa Ana? Again, I'm from Kansas. I know where like the big cities are, but is Santa Ana north of LA? Help me out on that one. Yeah, I'm going to take off here, guys, pretty soon. Just throwing that out at you. This is all I'm going to say. I don't do that stuff. I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to judge anybody. It's, in my humble opinion, it's not the most prudent thing, but and not to exonerate or like downplay it. There are so many worse things going on, and what people are doing. And, people in that generation, when I was that age, like, dude, that's literally, we just talked like that. Again, I'm not trying to justify it, because I don't talk like that, because I want to represent Christianity the best way I can. But again, I don't think he's doing it to be malicious or scandalous or anything like that. I really don't. But yeah, every idle word you're going to be judged on. And I really try to stay away from that. Yeah, okay, man. Marco Zamora, southeast. Wait. What? Santa Ana? What? Neocatechumenal way. I'm just going to guess that's like really, really strong catechesis, like where you're just pushing catechesis at all expenses. Help me out on that one if I'm right. Clarify that for me. I don't know. I'm not perfect, right? And I'm not trying to justify anything from other people. I'm not perfect. But there's so much worse stuff going on out there that I think, just, don't go on people's channel if it scandalizes you, even if it is trivial. If it causes you to sin, just, oh, I'm by Santa Ana then. I'll be in San Marcos. Where did he leave? Did he leave? Dude, a lot of people like the Mad Chill. I like that you guys like it. I mean, I'm in San Francisco. I'm not gonna like have some formal study or reaction. No, not happening. I do not drink anymore. It's been almost 10 years. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying but Stella Artois was the bee's knees for me. Oh gosh. Bro, you and me both. I have 3 daughters. 1, 3, and 5 years old. You tell me, man. I don't know. I will say this, though. God in his providence is putting you in those situations, right? So obviously we want to pay attention and give ourselves fully at Mass. Well, if God is allowing your kids to distract you, think of that as an opportunity for, to include that in your sacrifice, because we go to Mass to sacrifice ourselves, everything. We bring all of our hardships, sufferings, everything. So I mean, just that's part of the sacrifice of the Mass, and just give it to God. Do what you can do, but and love your kids. I just, love them and be present to them. I know it sounds weird because it's Mass, but I do everything I can to, I do not tolerate my kids misbehaving at Mass at all. If there's any amount of inordinate noise, you know what I mean? I take them out. But so here's the thing, right? I know it sounds trivial. I know it sounds trite. Offer it up. For real. Say a prayer for those parents that might not be the best parents. They're struggling. They don't know what to do. Trust me, at times, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And I lose it. I just lose it. My temperament goes right out the window. And so, I mean, see, that could be an occasion for sin. Like, oh, I'm awesome and I'm a great parent. My kids are great. Well, they suck. And they're, infringing on my worship. Nah, that's where the devil's going to get you. Just, be like, man, I'm going to say a prayer for those parents and I'm going to offer that up. That's the best I can do for you there. Been there, done that. Yeah, I feel you. I empathize. It's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. Gosh, yeah. Man, 10-month and a newborn coming in 2 months. Woo! Well, I have 3. Sorry. Well, no, I do have 4. 5, 3, 1, and okay. I don't know. I don't think my wife wants to say that on a stream, but wait, did I miss something? Thoughts on Nick Fuentes? I have no thoughts. None. I don't get into that stuff. I know he's what do you call it? He's the groiper of groipers, and he's just some right-wing ideologue that has no filter. Okay. Again, he's a sensationalist. Why does he have millions of people that watch and follow him? Because he doesn't hold back. He doesn't give a rip. Sensationalism. That's all it is. Yes, for me to be a better father and spouse. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. My in-laws, they have 9 kids and they sit at the front and they're angels. They're angels. Oh gosh. Yeah. I might, dude, bro, I'm gonna try that. I think I'm gonna try that. It's a risk, but hey. All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. 7 plus 12, 14. What's 9, 21? Okay, well, that's all she wrote. But yeah. Am I doing okay? Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, could be worse. Yeah. If you're asking me, I don't know if you're asking for someone else. Yeah, for sure. Alistair. You bet. All right, guys. What's for bedtime snack? And then I got to take off. What are we doing? Night, night, everyone. Yep. I'm taking off. How much of a delay is there? All right. Type 1. Type the number 1 right now. Oh, 11-second delay. Thanks, guys. 11-second delay. Oh, thanks, Echoes. Appreciate that. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting my channel and my family, really. I mean, appreciate it a lot. And thanks for the Kahoot. Lending me your Kahoot. Oh, chocolate chip cookies. Oh, does he really? Yeah. That's great. Got to remember, I'm on the West Coast, man. It's like 1 a.m. on the East. You guys are so late on the number 1. All right. I'm going to go raid the cupboards in this. By the way, I'm staying, our family. We're staying at the National Shrine of St. Francis of Assisi in San Francisco. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I've been there. Yeah, the Kahoot was fun. We should do it again. Really should. That was a good time. Oh gosh, yeah. Ice, baby. I haven't seen any rioting or protesting though. And I think we're gonna go through LA, but all right. Okay, well, what time is it? 10:15. I'd say $5 buys you another 10, 15 minutes. Well, it is. Yeah, it's primarily happening in LA, but there is some not as, prevalent or whatever in San Francisco. What country are you in, Gilbert? Gilbert, are you subscribed to the channel? Look at it. I love this name and picture. Gilbert Vegas. What country are you in? Wait, you're in Puerto Rico? Bro. 115. Wait, Puerto Rico, that shouldn't be 115. What's PR? Public relations? Oh, man. Guess what ethnicity is everywhere in San Francisco? I mean, just it's flooded. Guess the ethnicity. Not the nationality, the ethnicity. San Francisco, just loaded. Bro, it's 16 cents a day. 16 cents a day. You can do it. Asian, yep. Asian. Well, China, yeah, Asian. It's all Asian. Yeah. Oh, wow. 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 You guys have been to San Francisco? Am I a meth addict? Not anymore. Asian. Excuse me, Anne? Ni hao. I love how you typed it out with Knee. Ni hao. We were driving with the windows down, and I said konnichiwa. I don't think anyone heard me. I hope not, but oh gosh. I know someone can gift it to me easily, only 16 cents a day. Yep. Nevada, dude, Nevada. We drove through Reno. Horrible. And then yeah, San Francisco, bad drivers too. Super aggressive here. Dumb and aggressive. So like I'm from Minnesota, they're just dumb drivers. Then I moved to Wichita, very aggressive. San Francisco, you get both. Dumb, aggressive, just oh my gosh. Driving downtown San Francisco is so stressful, bro. No cap. Or is it cap? What does cap mean? Yeah, and then so well here you got the roads that are so narrow, and then cars park on both sides, the one ways. Yeah, and then you got Vespas and motorcycles going in and out, and then multitudes of people walking on the streets. It's a zoo. It's a zoo. Yeah, I have road rage. Pray for me. Cap equals lie. Oh, no lie. No lie. What up? No cap. Gilbert, what country are you in again? What's eating Gilbert's grape? Why do you breathe? Is that in the CC or the Bible? Why the false dichotomy? It's in both, son. We breathe to glorify God, right? And to stay alive. Staying alive. Yeah. It absolutely depends on the state. It really does. It absolutely does. Wow, you're in Indonesia? That's a Muslim country, right? Bro, come to the States. Well, actually, no, don't come. Well, depends on what state. Yeah, God breathe. Theonostas. Where's that cat? Amen. Theonostas. Almost got my James White goatee. Colonel Sanders. Yeah. Oh, ball. Oh man, I can't do Taco Bell. I can't. My bowels just nope, not ha- can't. I can't. But man, you do you. Is it like? How do you? Yeah. Wait. Doom 64. Oh man, what the AM crunch wrap? Dude, I don't want diarrhea by noon. I just no. Favorite non-taco place? Oh gosh. Well, there's this place. I don't know if you guys have this franchise out in wherever you're at, but I really like Terry will know, Terrence Brown. There is a place of restaurant in Wichita. It's called Meddy's, Meddys, and it's Mediterranean. I'm not a huge Mediterranean fan, Greek, but bro, it's so good and it's so cheap. And they give you free pita bread. Let's go. I like Arby's. Well, yeah, now that I'm out in Cali, In and Out, man, the burger and the shake. I just In and Out is so good. Diarrhea by noon. Kind of sounds like a metal song. Okay. My gut goes Pentecostal for 48 hours. Bro, no cap. Well, I don't think I have beef with it. I have lamb. But honestly, I thought it was overrated for the longest time until I had good Mediterranean. You know, like good Mediterranean. And then I'm like, yeah, bro, let's go. Let's go. For real. But you know what I can't eat? Mediterranean? Baba ganoush. Get that out of my face. Disgusting. The eggplant. It's like snot with eggplant. And it tastes like, I don't know, a used diaper. It's just not happening. Not on my watch. Would I ever go to Australia? Sure. Why not, right? Another shrimp on the bobby, mate. Foster's. You guys drink Foster's beer? I think it's gross. Do Catholics believe that saints are already alive in heaven, not included in the final judgment? I don't know what you mean by not included in the final judgment. Every angel and human person will be included in the final judgment. Remember, the final judgment is not the particular judgment. The particular judgment is when you physically die. The general judgment is a public manifestation. It's like to display everybody's works and lack of works for vindication. So like when the saints in Revelation say, when will you avenge our blood? Well, on the final judgment day, when everything will be disclosed, literally everything. You know what I mean? But do Catholics believe that saints are already alive in heaven? Well, the canonized saints, yes. Among a lot of uncanonized saints that we don't know about, right? And when you say alive, so at physical death, the soul separates from the body and goes to hell, to the beatific vision with God, or through purgatory. So yeah, if you're in heaven, I mean, in a sense, you're more alive because you're seeing God face to face. But in another sense, it's lacking because as human persons, again, some of you guys might get scandalized by this, but it is true. So just go research it. But you lose your personhood at physical death. It is completely unnatural for a human being not to be body soul composite. So when your soul leaves your body and your body your body is dead and it decomposes, you are no longer a person. I know you guys are going to like freak out, but it's true. And only at the last day, the resurrection, when we get reunited, will we have like the full beatific vision, or not, but like more of it. More of it. No, the person is the soul and the body. Like you are your body. You are your body. You don't like have a body and then it's just like, oh, like I die and it disintegrates into the ground, but I'm still like me. But yeah. So like Our Lady, right? Our Blessed Mother. One of the reasons why she was assumed body and soul was to maintain her personhood, right? The divine maternity called for that dignity. So St. Bonaventure, that's from St. Bonaventure. And was it Pope Pius IX? Someone help me on that. Quote St. Bonaventure saying that. That's why she was assumed body and soul. You know what I'm saying? And likewise with Christ, Christ's soul separated from his body, but he's not a human person. He's a divine person. All right. I don't know why I'm still on here, but I got to get going. I know the whole person thing sounds weird, but it's just, trust me, just research it. Do it for real. For real. All right, guys. I love you all. Praise be Jesus and Mary. I'll probably go live either tomorrow or Thursday. Well, heck, maybe Friday. Maybe every night of the week. Maybe every night of the week, but don't be afraid to support me, guys. This is my thing. So yeah, I can articulate the personhood thing more. I know Christian Wagner would really be able to articulate that. All right, guys. Peace. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I love you, little kitty. You still haven't told me what country you're in. Please, for the love of everything that's holy, what country are you in? 11 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bro, you're in Hong Kong? Oh, he did. Oh, boomer. I'm a boomer. I'm a dinosaur boomer. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh gosh. You're all like, didn't he say Indonesia? I'm so sorry, Gilbert. My bad. Bro. Oh gosh. I have boomer syndrome. I'm so sorry. I feel like such a moron. Hong Kong. The priest that we're hanging out with tomorrow, he's the master of ceremonies for Archbishop Corleone in San Francisco. He's good friends with my wife. He's from Hong Kong. So he's got to be careful about being public and doing certain things because of is it the CPC? Communist Party China, or China Communist, whatever. So he's got to be really careful. So I can't have him on this stream. But all right, guys. Peace in the Middle East. Pray. Let's all pray for each other. And yeah, we'll see you when we see you.